One wheel is out. You know what that means. It's time for a campground review. But we're gonna have to do this a little different because we're in Fort Wilderness in Disney, and no electric skateboards, scooters, anything that is motorized, even your electric bikes, are not permitted. So I'm going to use the one wheel to stay in my loop and kind of give you a highlight here and then some of the amenities as we came in. Let's do that. Head to the front of the loop. We are in the 1400 loop of the wilderness. And loops, if you start looking on the map, you're going to see them in different locations all around. So I'm going to go to the front of this loop. Gotta make this quick before I get in trouble. The 1400 loop is a pretty good wide turn in. This is important if you're a big rig. Remember all of our things we talk about big rig friendly. And I'll explain to you the entrance here, and then there's actually a bus stop. We're gonna go around this loop so you can see the other aspects of the loop. So coming in, you're gonna see a do not enter. We are parked on this side over here. Oh, nuts. I'm gonna get kicked off again. I've been told 2 times to put my hoverboard or my one wheel away. So why this is important is that we pulled in to this area and I pulled straight, and then I backed all the way up to my site, which is right up there. And you'll understand that here in a minute. There's 2 sides to this loop. You can go in the front of this loop and go straight in, and it's called Little Bear Path, which is 1447 to 1461. But if you're gonna do that and you're in an A, you'll be fine. If you're really big like we are, 77 feet, it's gonna be really a challenge to make this little inside loop that's here to get parked. So this is a loop within a loop. But you got Super Cs, right? You got your Scamps, you've got your Montanas and your Class A's and your travel trailers. So it's not that bad of a loop. I just know at 77 feet, I wouldn't be able to make this little bitty loop to get parked. But the sites in here are actually pretty good size. You can overlap in the back, so you can fit everything that you need. The name of the game here is to not be afraid. I'm gonna stop right here at the entrance. Do not, if you can, go scout out your site ahead of time. Drive the loop to make sure that you have enough road to make it. You're gonna see how narrow it is here in a second. Every loop has a bus stop, so you don't necessarily need transportation because you can just walk up to the bus stop and then you can get on and go. Oh, she didn't look at me. She's the one that kicked me off earlier. The goal here though is that we scouted every single loop. And you might want to write these down. If you're big rig, 77 feet, like we are, this is going to be a little bit bigger than your normal. You're going to come in with an HDT and having your 45 footer. If you're a big rig, you want to look, this 1409 site that we're in works great because you can pull straight in. Like I said, pull up, back all the way right up and into the site. And then the site is massive for us, so it worked really well. There is no way that I could have navigated the outside loop to do that. And you're going to find that in a majority of the loops, if you're big rig, you're going to find that, I mean, the park was built in the 70s. So what you need to do then is look at possibly, there's a loop that I think I found a site at like 635, 634. It's a straighter loop, so you can get in there and then make a back turn. Site 1309. That loop has navigated, I could have probably navigated that loop to get into the site. It's a massive site. And I believe there was another one at 734. So basically I found the 6 loop, the 7 loop, the 13 loop, and the 14 loop. I would prefer probably if I'm looking at this again and we're coming back, I will probably stay the 13 and 14 loop, just to kind of give you an idea of where my head's at. So that kind of gives you that kind of clarity. And man, do they drive around in golf carts a lot, helping and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty crazy that there's always somebody here cleaning, picking up trash, working on something or something like that. Okay, it's too dangerous to be here in the front entrance before I get told to put my one wheel away. So we're gonna go around the loop now. So when you go to the right, almost every one of these loops is the same. You're gonna come in, you're gonna go around one way of the circle, and it's gonna be super narrow and tight. Every loop. Now you're gonna have to figure out which, oh, I'm gonna get pulled over again. Man, I didn't know it was going to be so treacherous trying to make a video this morning. But you can see when you have to make these turns in how wide they make the apron for you to try to get into the site. But you can see there's not really any room. This is almost 10 feet wide. That's it. So if you're tracking really wide and you're trying to make this corner, your rear tires are going to be tracking way over here. They do have these big aprons on to try to get you backed in, but there is always a challenge. I'm going to just blow by this guy and not get yelled at. Again, the sites are big enough for most things, but if you're big rig friendly and you're 45 foot and you have a toad, you're going to need something in that 65 plus range. So you're going to have to really scout your sites out to do that. The reason this loop is good is that right on the other side where we're parked, you actually have the recreation area where you can go watch movies. They have s'mores, they have Chip and Dale doing a sing-along. So you have the bike barn, everything's right there. I gotta get out of the way again. It is Disney, so you're going to encompass these things. People will put blow-ups and flags and everything right at the corners, which makes it difficult sometimes because you're trying to navigate into your site, but yet there's stuff right at the edge of the road. But that's part of wilderness. So our site is 1442. And like I said, let me show you real quick. I pulled in, back straight up this road, was able to make this wide apron, and then everything fits on the site. The truck, Bronco, everything. So when people tell you there's no way you'll fit, you know, that's not true. You have to navigate the roads to get to your site. And we ended up, the site they gave us was in the 800 loop, and we felt we could not navigate the 800 loop. Even though it's one of the nicest loops, the fact is it just wouldn't work for us. So even this one right here, 1443, look how wide, this is a huge wide entrance, and then it's pretty wide here. So the sites, there's great sites, but you do have to pick and choose, and don't be afraid to call and change sites. So we gave them 4 sites. This was our top pick. They said it was available, and we came in. And then we actually extended a day because they basically assign your site when you show up. So don't worry about, you know, if somebody's coming into that specific site. A lot of time there's a little leeway there because they're just going to move people around as needed. Hopefully that helps. They had all of our details, how big we were and stuff. They just did not comprehend 77 feet. It just wasn't in their radar scope. But hopefully you enjoy this. There's so many great amenities, from, you know, jumping on the buses to go to eat. Like, some of the best food is right up the road. We went and had this amazing mac and cheese. At 9 o'clock you can sit on the pier and you can watch the fireworks. You can, at 9:35, 9:45, there's a boat parade light show. You can jump on the ferry and just go straight over to Magic Kingdom. Or, I mean, there's so many different aspects to the wilderness. I mean, you've got horses down over here. Just remember, no e-bikes, no one wheels, no electric bikes, believe it or not. They just don't allow it. You have to rent one of their golf carts. Probably comes down to insurances and kids running around and all of that fun stuff. So I totally understand. I'm not dogging on it in any way. It's that's why I can't just go out of this loop and show you other things. Hopefully I put enough bee footage in here for you to come and stay at the wilderness, not be intimidated like I was. We did make it work, and just take your time. I had to help somebody get into the site across from us yesterday, which I've never done in 5 years because nobody needs that opinion. But they were having a very difficult time, and they were literally 1 foot from our LED wall. They were way over there trying to navigate to back in, and so I ended up helping navigate that for them. But if they didn't like the site, they could have literally just moved to the site next to it and went and seen if it was available, and they would have changed them. So don't panic in that situation. But this site's actually great for us. I mean, it's huge. So all of the stories that there's not sites available for at the wilderness for big rig stuff, I think it just comes down to there's a bunch of apps now that you can tune into and look at. So you know, do some research, don't be intimidated, and come and enjoy everything that Disney has to offer.